very huge hyperscaler. Okay, that's can organizations to accelerate infrastructure deployment and scale at an exponential scope. So, because of how cloud is expanding, I mean the usage is expanding, it has become another cornerstone, in a trend that is driving the technology landscape, and in fact, it's also bringing some career adjustments that people are making. You hear AWS, Azure, AWS, Azure, GCP. Those are disciplines that are getting very, very popular. There is a lot of demand for them, and a lot of people who are AWS architect or Azure architect, many of them actually stay in Nigeria, they stay in Lagos, or anywhere in the world, anywhere in Nigeria, but they work for foreign organizations. How many of you know a friend who is resident in Nigeria but is working for organizations outside of the country? All right. So it's getting to be more prominent these days, and that your friend or your relative that you know would earn in hard currency, and you will spend in naira. It's a very good place to be. All right, you are in Nigeria, you are spending there, and you are earning dollars, and you are also getting a very good weather. But those of friends or your relatives that are already into that space, they do a lot of work, to get certified, hard work, to get to the point where they are. Right? Yes, cybersecurity is also an enabling technology. I think that's but we know all the cyber threats everywhere. There is no week that a bank is not threatened. There's a lot of frauds happening in different places, and then the industry is looking up to engineers, cyber engineers, to help them to forestall all risks that would affect their business. So at the end of the day, it's very important. It's an important emerging technology that is requiring people to scale up in that space and get all the necessary expertise to help. This is very, very important. Many organizations in the country, especially banks, financial institutions, fintechs, they are looking for cyber security experts. Whether you want to be in the area of ethical hacking, right? There's a lot of things you can do around cyber security. Now, a lot of organizations want to transform from where they are now to becoming a world-class organization. Okay, they want to change their manual ways of doing things, but they want to improve and guess where they can drive more efficiencies and be much more effective. At the end of the day, they want to improve their profitability. Okay. The last bit is very key. Now, all of these things are there's a cornerstone, there's a core to it, which is must be schools. Minimum. What is required now that you put lines of code to automate few things. Now, gone are the days when cybersecurity guys are majorly network guys. These days, you need to still put in some line of code because a lot of things are becoming software defined. At least Python. Okay, and we all know that natural language for automation, for AI, pretty much is Python. Okay, so you can't run away from being able to, put some lines of code, maybe to integrate, maybe to do some kind that. And when I'm trying to hire, right? Even if the person is a BE, or I will ask, can you write a simple line of code for me? And then, for me, it shows that the person is actually in tune with the trend. Right. Next slide. Right. So this is my canvas. This is how I have depicted my classroom to career framework. I have classified them into six broad categories. I can share this slide. All right, so you have to just listen and try and comment notes of the questions that you're going to ask at the end of the day. I'm almost running off. So skills development, nothing will trump skills. It's so essential. And when we're talking about skills, it's not just coding or your technical skills. We're talking about behavioral skills, communication skills, writing skills. All these things are important. And you also want to be seen as someone that is organized. All right. Let me give you a very simple, real life situation. How many of you have had a piggy vest? All right. I'm sure it's very popular. Okay. My organization actually provided the seed fund for piggy vest to start. I recall I had about six young guys walking into my office to defend, to propose their startup idea to me. And then what they pitched was around career, some HR, CVs, recruitment kind of portal that they wanted to build. So on the whole, the idea wasn't very fantastic to me because I knew that space wasn't going to hit it if I'm going to put in some money into this business. But I looked at this team. They're 6 in number, all right, if I'm correct. And I like the way they communicated. I like the team spirit between them. Someone will start, the presentations. Another person would, take it from there, take it to the next level. Somebody else would, take it to the next level. I love the chemistry. So I said, okay, rather than invest in ideas that people are bringing, can I invest in them? Because I think, a lot of people say that invest in people rather than, also invest in founders, all right, rather than investing in the ideas that the founders are bringing. So to me, I'm just giving you a real-life practical scenario. I said, on the strength of the idea, I wouldn't have invested in these people. But if looking at the founders, looking at the chemistry, looking at the way cases, I said, oh, let's invest. So we invested, we started with their CV, system and things like that. And now, before you know it, they pivoted, to fintech, and it's a business that worth hundreds of millions of dollars today. So it wasn't the tech that got them so to me, how we communicated and the work that I found, all right, in the team. So all these things are important, but they wouldn't have been able to create the PBS platform if they don't have a very strong technical expertise. So that stability is still going to be there. It's a recurring decimal, right? Second bit is that you need a real world experience even while you are a student. You can get real world experience as a student. Internship. Some people are in this department, maybe one right now, but I think if I can count historically, there were like 3 people. But there's one person, maybe 400 level, 100 level, that is having more programs, with my company, with Blue Chip. Alright? He's a student here, but he's working for Blue Chip. Who knows the guy? Okay, so he has kept it. He has kept it on their house, right? The number of people living large are also right. Yes, you can also have practical projects, right? You don't have to have graduated before you can start, looking at real world practical, projects, certifications. I did have a bit when I was putting this side of that. Should I have put certifications there? But I think it's also important. While as a student, you can take a stab at getting yourself, some relevant certifications, right? Because sometimes I see, someone would maybe, talk to me on LinkedIn. I will see very massive CV, very good CV. Then I will say, this person has not even graduated. Where is it coming from? So you can see that a lot of people are really putting their best, to shape how their career will be. There is, you should not be an exception. Then networking is important, all right? It's very, very, very important. Connecting with lecturers, you advise better. Mentoring is very, very, very key. If sometimes you are in another level, you have somebody on a level that is a mentor, or you have the lecturer is a mentor. Apart from the academic work, can also start helping you to transition, into becoming, a professional. If there are a lot of industrial events, you can come. All right, you can go there, see what people are saying. Get your jottings, do your research. Very, very, very important. Now I mentioned LinkedIn. Go to LinkedIn. You can publish things. All right, write things. All right, if you don't have a good communication skills that I've mentioned earlier, you may not be able to do that. But put yourself out there. Let people know what you are worth. Let people know what you are thinking and how you can be a source of value to what they are doing. The student memberships. There are a lot of professional bodies. There are a lot of different associations that allow students to be their members, and then from there you can also do your and get your networking done. A key thing here is career exploration. But you have to tell yourself the truth. Right? You have to do self-assessment and say, okay, what am I good at? All right, what do I know? Because sometimes you can have an guidance to between what do you have capability for, and what do you love to do, all right? And you should not lie to yourself, okay? So there has to be some convergence at a point. Then, that will lead you to, help you to define or determine what your career path will be. So tools like, career fairs, all right, job shadowing. You know what job shadowing? All right, okay. If you want to become maybe a medical doctor, or you want to become, let's say, a tech example. You want to become a machine learning engineer. Okay, as a student, you can follow somebody or get somebody who is already an established successful machine learning engineer, all right, in the industry, and begin to see what they do and how they do it. And from there, you can begin to learn a lot of things. You can do functional interviews. Many times the blue chip, anytime we organize events, all right, I'm sure to spend maybe 20% of my time, talking to people that are going to meet me at the corridors, start asking me, what is this? What is that? Can I meet you later? How do I do this? How do I do that? All right. So all those things, good ingredients, that you can mash together and then, use for for the purpose of your career. Interview preparation, everything, all right, that I've said is to make you, yes, okay. But you cannot get the job if you don't, successfully pass your interview. And there are a lot of things you read around interviews. So what I've done is just to compress them into this, 5 points. Yes, you must have strong resume, because it's your resume that the interviewers will see, all right, and you get shortlisted to. So you must have a very strong functional resume. Not sometimes you don't have one. Who have 2 or 3. They can orientate the CV to its specific job demands. Now, if you're going for any interview, you must research the company. You must know what the company is doing. You must know how the company is, the culture. You can get the sense of the culture of the company. You should be able to say one or two things. Try and fake to be an ambassador of that company. All right, so it's important. Then, if you know the interviewer as well, right? Many times I said I do like 6 to 7 interviews, quite regularly, on the monthly. Sometimes it can be even be much more than that. If there is a project actually, interviewing for. So if you know, they will say, okay, we are going to meet the MD for your final interview, for example. So you go and say, okay, who is the MD? It's so person. Okay, go and see, the footprints, on Google or anywhere. So let me understand who this person is, and then you get yourself armed with some tidbits about the guy, and you can communicate, and you can make some social connection with the guy while you are reading. They're all important. Review JD here is job description. So before you can go and meet an interview panel, you understand very well the job you are asking for. Then you must practice to convince. You shouldn't go for any interview without practicing. And the objective of your practice is to be convincing. Convince the interviewer that you're the right person for the job. Now, all these things I'm talking about, at the end of the day, it has to be lifelong. It's a continuous journey. It doesn't stop. Okay, and that brings me to the last point here. which is a lifelong learning. So you have to continually develop yourself. And there are a lot of things, there are a lot of avenues you can do that. You can have online courses. You can attend workshops. Because certifications, quite important. You can pursue higher degrees, and then you can also get professional qualification. In a nutshell, that is my canvas for classroom to career, and then I will wait for any questions. Thank you.
A round of applause for our keynote speaker, please. Thank you very much, sir. Taking questions. Do you have any questions from the house? Please signify if you have any questions. Thank you very much, sir. I do have a question of my own.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it's quite prevalent these days that when students or people generally want to apply for jobs to gain experience, job recruiters are always after people who have the experience. But then, in order to be able to get the experience, you need to have worked on the job. But then, at the same time, they won't hire you for that job. So, in that kind of scenario, what do you think is the best solution for an individual?
Okay. I would say it is internship, right? And okay, let me put it this way. Myself and some of my colleagues, we were going to be, in my set. Because I also finished from computer science in UI, same department. My set, a recruiter came and said he needed 6 to 7 programmers. And then, so the intention then was to hire young grads and then train to become then programmers. Okay? Now that has not stopped in many instances. I think even now it's much more democratized than it used to be. There are a lot of organizations who look for interns. There are a lot of organizations, who look for intern. All right. I'm sure I think also that the department has incorporated internship into your program. Correct. Now, when you have opportunity to intern, it's a golden opportunity. Use it, as if everything, is dependent on it. Okay? So, intention, very, very, very key. I also mentioned something around, certifications. To enlighten me, as a young believer, all right, I won't give so much, importance to certification. But, that's personally. But what the industry is requesting might be different, all right? Because you want to showcase that you are knowledgeable. And there is no way you have gone through a certification process without, knowing, some practical things, in that course of study, correct? So, what is important is for you to amass all the credentials that can showcase that even as a fresher, all right, I have gone out of my way as a student to do a lot more than an ordinary student. It's very, very important. And like I said, they can be looking for either for an experienced developer, all right, maybe 3 years, 4 years experience. You should go and apply. such experience, right? So that is the point I want to, that's how, answer your question.
I just want to chip in some little contributions. The degree you are getting from the university, I want to tell you that most of the things you are learning, they are just a kind of exposing you a little. You have to do more of your own. That's why in UI, we try to incorporate 3 industrial training sessions.
Hello. Hi, Joshua. Hi, NACOS. Yeah, hi. Hi, Chidima. Chidima, can you hear me?
Hello, Mr. Wall. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm just told that, yeah, can you hear me? I
Hello?
was told you're setting up. I can hear you, Chidima.
Yeah, Mr. Wall, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can't hear him. Daniel, is he a network?
Can you leave where you are?
Yeah, but Joshua, you can
Chidima.
hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I've left. I'm somewhere better now.
You can hear me now.
Okay, hello, Mr.
Chidima.
Wall.
Yes, Chidima, can you hear me? Chidima, can you hear me?
I can hear you all right. I think she's having issues with her network.
Okay. So do I have like 5-10 minutes? Should I join back in 5 or 10 minutes so that we can start?
Yes, that is all right, sir.
Are you speaking to me? Send your slide to me so I can.
Do you presume the tea break will take?
30 minutes.
So we're starting after